Welcome to Box.gg's October Townhall recap. My name is Zach Drapula, and here's a quick overview of what's to come in today's video. We'll start with our CMO Scott bringing updates on seasonal events, shipping, and a new TCG partnership. Then, our CEO Mylan will be covering the new features coming to Boxed, including the improved affiliate system, box battle upgrades, and a glimpse into what's currently in development. From there, we'll move to a Q&A highlighting how Box gets all our cards, new search options, card grading, and more. Thanks so much for being a part of our community, and enjoy the Town Hall.
Welcome everyone. My name's Mylan, and I'm the CEO of Loot Labs, who makes Boxed. And today I'm joined by Scott, our CMO. So without further ado, I'll kick it over to Scott to talk about some of the events and community stuff we have going on.
Sweet. Thanks, Mylan. The first topic I want to talk to you guys about is seasonal events. So this is something that we did for quite a while in the earlier months of the year, and then as development got really busy for things like the site redesign and the Counter-Strike launch and stuff, we just had a lot of work on our plates, and so we kind of took a pause from it. But we're bringing it back. I feel like the new site does a much better job of communicating to like how long the is left in these offers and events. So we're excited to be doing that. We've got a couple of other events coming up this year. So Black Friday and sort of like Thanksgiving in the United States right around the corner in November. And then it's, right into the winter holidays from there. So we're planning events for both the Black Friday sort of Thanksgiving week, as well as throughout the entire month of December and into January for, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, New Year's, all those things kind of lumped together. So you can expect new themed boxes, the limited time stuff, and some other cool stuff that we're working on. So we're excited to do this. It's something the team really likes doing. Our folks that help make the boxes and put those out have a really good time doing it. And we have a good time promoting it. So hopefully you guys get some value out of it and like it. If you have other ideas for things you would like to see us do for events, you got ideas and you're creative, like drop them in the suggestions channel. I'm always open to that. I love it when good ideas come out of the community. Shipping on the TCG side, I think as most of you already know that frequently come to these town halls, the fulfillment team has been working faster and more efficiently than ever. And I just wanted to reiterate what I've already said elsewhere in the Discord for anybody that hasn't seen it. The average shipping time now for orders in the month of October is down to about 14 days from the moment that you withdraw. So we're really proud of that. I mean, it's come a long way since the worst of the problems that we had experienced. And we're hoping that especially new folks that are coming in, you don't know what happened in the past and you don't need to dig into it if you don't want to, but you get to just enjoy fast and easy and quick fulfillment. Thanks to Erilyn and our team at the Shipping Fulfillment Center. They've been kicking butt. And then lastly, the third topic is an exciting one. It's an announcement we already made a little bit earlier in the month, but it's a reminder for anybody else that we have partnered with our awesome friends at Pudgy Penguins. And they partnered with a developer called Orange Cap Games, and we're helping to promote a new TCG that they're releasing called Vibes. And it's a Pudgy Penguins trading card game. It's launching on November 14th, and the first set is called Enter the Huddle. And so I just wanted to remind everybody that this is a really cool thing that exists. It's not every day that like you get to be part of a new trading card game launch. And we've got some great friends and connections over there at Pudgy, and we're proud to be helping to promote this. We are going to offer early access for our community. So you get a chance to like sort of reserve and let us know that you want to purchase, a box, or I think you can even reserve up to like 10 if that's what you want to do. And so it's the first edition booster box, and early access for that is going to begin on November 12th. Each box is going to contain 24 packs with 12 cards in each pack. I will drop the link in chat to where you can go if you want to sign up for early access. And then as part of all of this, and it's like part of celebrating and being part of the promotion, we are also releasing like 3 different exclusive crossover promo cards. They're like boxed and Pudgy co-branded promotional cards that are really cool, really cute art. If you know anything about Pudgy Penguins, like the art is absolutely fantastic. So it's cool to have Boxy, our little mascot, on there with some of the penguins. And every purchase of a booster box comes with 1 exclusive promo card. So that's like a special promo offer for ordering through us. And I don't know, how limited the supplies will be elsewhere around the world, but I'm sure, it's going to sell pretty quick. So,
And if I can jump in real quick,
please
Scott, just to talk a little bit more about Vibes and the TCG. So the guy who's behind it, I know pretty well. He's been involved in Boxed as like a advisor. He's a former pro Magic player who's still very competitive in Magic, big collector all around. And he spent a lot of time making this game, like TCG, really interesting. I think it's like a cool spin. You can look at more details that we'll be releasing as well as on their website and whatnot. But they were recently at the New York Comic-Con presenting with like eBay on a live stream, ripping packs and talking about the game. They're partnered with CGC as well as PSA, so there's already graded cards floating around. So it's super cool, and I really highly recommend if you guys play TCGs, especially, to go check it out. And I'd say I don't know if saying it's like Magic is fair, but I would say there's definitely Magic inspired stuff about it. And by the way, the promo cards that you have a chance of getting one for every booster box you buy, these are exclusive to Box. They're collab artwork with us and with Boxy, our like mascot. And so these are not something that you can get anywhere else. This will be the only time and place to get them. And there's only, I think maybe a couple thousand total. And so you can see Scott posted one of the promo cards here. These are not going to be accessible any other way except buying the booster boxes through us. So we got a really awesome collab with these guys where we actually got to be a part of the game and have our artwork shared with them. And so this is really something that I think for us and the team, it's really special to be this involved in a new game like this. So lots of stuff coming up. First of all, we recently made the adjustment to daily rewards, meaning that the period for rewards being spread out is now 14 days instead of 90 days. So for those of you who might be new or not fully understand rewards, right now how it works is whenever you spend, you're growing your rewards earnings, and that earning is spread out over a period of time. Before, it was spread out over 90 days, which meant that if you spent like $100, you would barely see the rewards move because it's divided by 90 essentially. And so now we've made adjustments where it's 14 days. So you should see reward numbers go up faster when you're spending money and spending gems. And you should also be able to get those rewards faster. So it doesn't necessarily give you more gems or less gems, but it does change the time that you get them and how much you can see the change. Next up, we have a few updates to the crypto withdrawals. I'm going to touch on this briefly, but there's more information on the website. But we've iterated after implementing our anti-fraud measures, and we're continuing to work on that. Right now, there are essentially trust tiers that allow you to reach different levels that you're allowed to withdraw, depending on how long you've been a customer and how your account status is. And all of this has more information on the website FAQ. But the key point in this is that if you buy gems with crypto, or in the near future, if you buy gems with skins like in Counter-Strike and you use those to get gems, then there will be no limits on withdrawals. And there still, of course, are no limits on withdrawals for physical items. So you're never going to be limited on withdrawing any trading cards or anything else physical. But because of some of the fraud stuff that we had to deal with a week or two ago, we now have some of these limitations on specifically crypto withdrawals. Next up, we have our improved affiliate system coming alongside Counter-Strike, and this is now improving the affiliate so that you can earn up to 6% of people's spending. So right now it's locked at 1% for everybody, and this update will mean that you can work your way up affiliate tiers. When you have more people referred under your code, more people active under your code, you'll work your way up the tiers and earn up to 6% on your affiliate spending. So this is essentially giving you the opportunity to 6x the amount of gems you get from affiliate codes. We're launching the Forge. And so the Forge is the system that allows you to create your own boxes and earn gems by doing it. And so how this will work is you'll get access to all the items that we can deliver, and you get to make your own box saying what items are in it, what odds they have. You can say, I want a Moonbryon at 50% chance. Now, of course, the price of the box will be higher because of that, but you can choose whatever you want for your box. And then you can also set your own commission up to 3%. So what that means is you can actually earn money or earn gems on the platform for making boxes that other people like. And then other people can literally like them, like an Instagram post, and open them. And the stats of likes and opens and interaction will boost it in the algorithm. So you'll essentially, if you make the best box and everyone loves opening it, then you'll get boosted up and you'll be able to earn a number of gems off that. And the gems, again, is a percent. So if you make a really expensive box and people open it, let's say it's $1,000 and it has Moonbryons and crazy stuff in it, then you could earn $10 every time someone opens it if you set it to 1%. And so this is something that is really exciting because, for one, I know that you guys have asked a lot for the different box designs or different ideas that you've had for boxes. And now instead of asking us, you can just go make them. And then on top of that, we also get to give you guys another way to earn gems. All right, and then lastly, we have box battle improvements. So we're adding things like shared mode, crazy mode, 2v2s, everything that a lot of other sites have in box battles, we now have as well. And so we're just making that system more fun and robust and a little bit more exciting. Sweet. So moving on, this is just the beginning. We have a bunch of new features coming up in the next few weeks and months. One of them is leaderboards, where essentially you guys can earn even more gems by being top of leaderboards based on what you open and how many boxes you open and things like that. So really rewarding people who are extremely active and really engaging, whether that's a leaderboard for potentially, of course, people who open a lot of cool stuff, but also maybe we make a leaderboard for people who make the coolest boxes and have incentives for that. Maybe we make a leaderboard for other things. This is stuff that we're going to be rolling out sort of, small experiments as we go on. But the idea is that we give people a way to flex and, sort of rank each other, but also to get more rewards for what they're doing.
Good question about being able to search for boxes by the cards that you want. If you want to hunt a certain card.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we also have like in the big list of things to do. So that is coming at some point. Yu-Gi-Oh boxes, we right now advertise on social that you can get Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and you can through the marketplace. We have thousands of graded Yu-Gi-Oh cards available for withdraw. Sort of as I mentioned before, Yu-Gi-Oh is a little bit interesting because the supply and the condition of cards make it that we're still deciding whether we want to make a full section for it. But we do have plenty of Yu-Gi-Oh cards available right now.
POU, good question about hiring more support members. The answer is yes. We're actively interviewing some folks and looking to expand that team as quickly as possible. Sorry if things have been slower than normal, seeing as all the influx of new people coming into the site. But yes, we are on it. And I also saw somebody ask earlier about hiring mods or bringing on mods for this, especially for site chat. That is also something we are talking about doing. GO asked about doing us having a partnership with somebody who we can like mail the cards off to them to get graded before they get mailed off to the customer. I feel like that's
so that is something that we're in talks with multiple companies about, and we definitely want to do it. The main thing is we want to be able to show you guys the cards that you get sent to get graded before you send them, because obviously near mint is like a decently wide spectrum, right? It could be perfectly mint, and it also could be like there's a little bit of edge whitening and a little bit of a scuff, but like it's still near mint because they're super small. And you might not want to send the one with a little bit of edge whitening, but you might want to send the mint one. And so we don't want to have you just blindly sending cards to get graded and then being disappointed. But we do want to allow you guys to get graded cards once you win the raw cards. So it's something that we're working on as like a concept. But again, it's one of those things we got to work out the details. We spend a lot of money on TCG Player, eBay, etc., everywhere we can find them, and then we have like a room of people unpacking cards, checking their quality, putting them in sleeves, and then top loaders, etc. So it's a process. We have our own warehouse with I think like 10 people dealing with that, tens of thousands of cards. So yeah, it's something that we've had to build up over time. It's it kind of is the reason that we had some delays earlier on in the company's life with shipment, but now that we've worked it out, it's actually really awesome. Yeah, right now we use the TCG Player standards, the official standards. So when I say TCG Player standards, I don't mean like whatever you got when you bought a card on TCG Player, but what they officially put out. And it goes into detail on exactly what kind of defects or damages are considered near mint or not near mint. It's like a point system, so it's like if there's a edge whitening below this amount of millimeters, then it's 1 point, and if it's bigger than this, it's 3 points, etc. So it's a pretty robust like system. I will say we're not like a grading company, so things like centering aren't factored into whether it's near mint, because you could get an off-center card from a regular pack, right? And so we try to make sure the cards are not in bad condition, near mint, meaning, like there's basically almost no flaws, but we can't guarantee things that would get like a PSA 10. Although I will say plenty of people have graded a bunch of cards from us and got a bunch of PSA 10s. So it definitely is possible. It's just not like a guarantee. Yeah, an app is something we want to do, but it's just like a lot of work that's kind of, we want to make sure Boxed is really amazing, and we iron out a lot of the pain points and continue to improve it before we go to like the App Store. Just because then we have to essentially maintain two versions of Boxed, and two is more work than one. And so if we were to start doing stuff like that now, then we would have less people to work on making cool new features for you guys. So it is something we want to do, but it's not like on the top of the priority list. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. But again, you guys can always reach out to support, chat in the Discord. We're around, so don't think that this is like a goodbye, and we'll be doing this again next month. So take care, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next month.
See you guys.